Chapter 24. When a man takes a wife and marries her, if then she finds no favour in his eyes because he has found some indecency in her, and he writes her a certificate of divorce and puts it in her hand and sends her out of his house, and she departs out of his house, and if she goes and becomes another man's wife, and the later man hates her and writes her a certificate of divorce and puts it in her hand and sends her out of his house, or if the later man dies, who took him to be his wife, then the former husband who sent her away may not take her again as wife, for she has been defiled, for that is an abomination before the Lord. And you shall not bring sin upon the land that your Lord your God is giving you for an inheritance. When a man is newly married, he shall not go out to the army or be liable for any public duty. He shall be free to be at home to be happy with his wife whom he has taken. No one shall take the tools or the means of employment from a person for as a pledge, for that would be taking the life in the pledge. If a man is found enslaving a person of Israel, and he treats them as a slave or sells them, then that thief shall die. You shall purge the evil from your midst. Take care in case of a contagious disease, and be very careful to do according to all the Levite priests direct you, as I command you, so be careful to do. Remember when the Lord your God did to Miriam on the way when you came out of Egypt. When you make your neighbour a loan of any sort, you shall not go to his house to collect it. You shall stand outside, and the person whom you have made the loan can bring it out to you. If this is a poor person, you shall not sleep in that person's cloak. You shall restore the pledge as the sun sets, that he may sleep in the cloak and bless you. It shall be righteous for you before the Lord your God. You shall not oppress a hired worker who is poor and needy, whether it is one of your brothers or a sojourner who are in the land within your towns. You shall give wages on the same day before the sun sets, because the poor count on it, lest they cry out to the Lord, and you will be guilty of sin. Fathers shall not be put to death because of their children, nor children be put to death because of their fathers. Each one is accountable for his own sin. You shall not pervert the justice of the sojourner or the fatherless, or take a widow's garment in a pledge. But you shall remember that you were a slave in Egypt, and the Lord your God redeemed you from there. Therefore I command you to do this. When you reap your harvest in the field and forget a tool in the field, you shall not go back and get it. For the sojourner or the fatherless or the widow, that the Lord your God may bless you in all the work of your hands. When you beat the olive tree, do not go over them again. You were a sojourner. This will be for the sojourner and the fatherless and the widow. When you gather the grapes of your vineyard, you shall not strip it. Afterward, it will be for the sojourner, the fatherless, and the widow. You shall remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt. Therefore, I command you to do this.